Daily Mirror covered it. The Mirror's a bit of a shitty paper in England, if you don't know. Headline, bitter ex-wife tortured kids by forcing them to claim they were involved in McDonald's Satanic paedophile cult. It's got his picture of a kid in love and a McDonald's sign. And they absolutely bash this woman. They pretty much go in the same thing. But where is this really going? And that's what I want to talk about. Because it's not just this paper that have slammed it. The Telegraph have come out. Evil mother tortured children into telling police their father was leader of satanic sex cult. And they got this picture of her just looking like a demonic witch. I mean, she just looks absolutely awful. But where is this all going? What can we be sure of? Well, what I can be sure of is because of these dumbasses leaking all this information to stitch up her husband. And when not only do they stitch the husband up and demand that he and his friends show their genitals and their penis and have photos taken of them, they fuck off and run away. They're not even willing to stand up and look that guy in the face and say those accusations in a court. That's the sort of people they are. But what am I sure of is that this is going to push injunctions even further. This is going to push secret courts even further. Because the lunacy of this woman, you're going to see just maybe even internet ID, so we can stop people from leaking this information that leads to people's harassment. This is going to be such a great nudge for the government to start putting through internet censorship, especially in the alternative media, when they're going to want to license people now before they put anything that they deem dangerous information out. And like I say, you're going to see more D-lists, more protection, more secret courts to keep lunatics from like this from making claims that put people's lives at risk. And when they make the claims, they don't even have the guts to go to the court and deal with the consequences of making this ridiculous shit up. I mean, this is Brian just giving a quick character summary of the two people making the accusations. Here it is, this UK column.
I'm going to say that UK column was aware very early on.
Wasn't it?
September last year. We've had the pleasure of meeting the mother of the children and her partner, and we are happy to state again today that we have total confidence in the testimony of the two children who are speaking about horrific abuse. We also have full confidence in the mother and indeed her partner that they did all of the right things by discovering what had happened to the children and then informing social services. Now,
so yeah, it's fine to let kids get fucked up on weed, and if you don't know, eating weed is way much stronger than smoking it. Not that I'm saying you should be letting kids smoke weed, but yeah, he's saying that abusing children's fine, hitting kids is fine. It's all fine, you know, just let them get drugged, abuse them. That is the best thing she could have done. I mean, are these people serious? Best thing they could have done was flee the country, not go to court and have their day in court and actually get to the bottom of these accusations. No, the best thing they could have done was run away and not face the accusers in the eye. They're absolute cowards. Listen to Lou Collins on the UK column, just keeping things realistic and just showing anyone that's got any doubt that's just done some pretty thorough investigation into the claims. So let's just leave it to Lou.
Some sort of security firewall. So, Louise, I know that you've had a look at the area and you found that at least some of the information that came out of the children rang true.
I had nightmares over this after seeing some of this. But I decided I was going to go up to Hampstead and just check out the locations that the children were saying and whereabouts they were. And Sam the blogger accompanied me. And amazingly, the school is on a lower level with a very short passageway. Between the school and the church. The other side of the church, there is a children's day nursery.
Day nursery.
Years old. Various little.
Very
doors.
scary.
We then continued walking down.
Got doors.
where exactly the children said there were other schools.
Wow, they can describe the school they went to.
Train station where there was a shoe shop.
Oh my God, they can describe the train station in their town.
The shop was also newly boarded up.
Right.
So every one of those locations the children mentioned was word for word as they said as we walked around.
Wow, they can describe their bedroom. It must be real.
So for those people who've actually seen the video testimony of the youngsters, it is very, very detailed, very accurate. The children describe sexual practices they could not possibly know about at their age. They
describe sexual activities they couldn't possibly, there's just no way in the world they could have got these ideas. Now, the only way they could have got these ideas was either a satanic cult or the abusive boyfriend that was drilling this shit into them to basically get the husband back. I mean, is that not possible? So this crazy batshit woman, she ends up dating a weird guy. He's just weird. I'm not going to update photos of him, but the guy's crazy, and you can listen to him talk. He he's into drugs, he drugs the kids, he whips his dick out, pisses in pint glass, and drinks it in front of people. And then she's got the audacity to make up all these claims, take the kids away and do these brainstorming sessions where the kids are tortured and abused to make up this story. It goes on for 4 weeks, they generate this story up. And then she just, as soon as the shit hits the fan and she needs to actually live up to these allegations, she flees. She runs away from the cops, she runs away from the courts, and doesn't even have her day in court to live up to these accusations that she's thrown her way. I mean, I'm just glad this case is over, and I agree with everything the paper's saying.
A part of the proceedings, and now we concentrate on Abraham hitting with the spoon, because this seems to be a main issue, and the concerns about my mental health and children's mental health.
I'm also concerned about your mental health.
Let's have a little joke in it about the mental health. You know. Is this a serious statement to the public?
People will think, oh, right. Yeah, but what happened? They've been trying to. Actually ordered Judge Mayer. She ordered the psychiatric assessment. Yeah.
Listen to this. I think what she's saying is because the kids had retracted, that the kids are under no more risk. So if the authorities think that she retracted, then obviously the boyfriend beat the fuck out of them, tortured them, drugged them. But this is the mum speaking on it.
What happened? Okay, well, children disclosed and then they retracted. And I said, well, there is no allegations anymore. So why are you holding children?
They closed the case. They closed the case.
They closed the case. Now there is no allegations. So we made father a part of the proceedings. And
No. You got caught abusing your own kids. You got a record of abusing kids. And then you drugged your kids. That's why they haven't let you anywhere near them. And they think it's stupid that you plastered their face all over the internet, making up these stupid claims, you dumb. So during this 8-minute rant, she doesn't show any concern for that. She hasn't seen her kids. She hasn't addressed any of the concerns about the drugging, the abuse by the dad, just doesn't look over that. She doesn't even seem upset that she might not see her kids. All she gives a damn about is this damn petition that got taken down. That's the only thing she cares about in that whole statement. She doesn't provide any new evidence, any new leads. No, she just supports someone that even admits that he did this to the kids. This is her quote from the best friend on her Facebook page, AS, we'll call her. Well, yes, CIA fucks, royal vampire degenerates, pedo scums who think serving a buffoon Satan and your ego instead of your heart, love, God, gonna give you immortal youth and life. What a friggin' joke. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right. I mean, blimey. Prince Philip looks like a walking, rotten corpse for a start. I agree with you on that point. Not a very good ad and promotion for blood drinking. In fact, you enslaved, you will not only die, but that your soul won't grow. And that when you do die, you're gonna rot in your own made hell for a long time. And I wouldn't want to be you. If you really want to be an immortal, oh yeah, please, and live a very long and never suffer, then you should have only asked us who know how. Okay. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. I added that bit in. Yes, love. Everyone, don't ever kill humans or animals or eat them. And plants, you only pick a few leaves. Yeah, you. How can you smoke weed, you dumbass? You're cutting plants up that you grew, then setting them on fire whilst they're alive. Only use a few leaves that you need for your meal. Yeah, don't set fire to them in a joint. That's evil. So it in fact promotes its growth and doesn't kill the plant. It only dies when 'tis time and it's season to do so. And for your information, blood kills you in the end. What? What you need is filtered blood to stay young and pure and live for hundreds of years. Yes, filtered blood. And what is filtered blood? Urine. Yes, drink your feckin' pee. Of course, you cannot be eating flesh or dairy to drink your pee and eat fresh cannabis. You just said don't eat plant. Oh, I'm going to carry on, sorry. That will ensure you an extremely long, happy life. Through if you have much bad karma, or bad karmas in your case, you won't be feeling good till it purges all your insanity out. Is she claiming to be insane? And yes, be nice. Be giving, loving, and caring, and sharing, meditating. I want to skip to the best bit. This is pissing me off. Only love is eternal and doesn't die, so you are fucked! That's laughing, isn't it? I will truly, and practice no ejaculation, because ejaculation is the little death. Add them up, it's total annihilation. Fucking crazy woman. You're listening to this woman. This is the main friend of the mum supporting her. And on the day of the verdict, she's not upset. She's talking about releasing a song for Glastonbury Festival. Then she uploads this video of these druids dressed as elves playing guitars, just doing the most shittiest play ever. They all look like witches and Satanists and all that. And she's accusing everyone else of this. I mean, oh, God. Belinda, though, don't worry, she gives us complete reassurance. There's nothing to worry about with the boyfriend. I mean, just absolutely nothing to worry about at all.
Bit silly buggers. And that may have been, you know, massaged up a bit. Silly buggers, you know, tapped with a spoon or something. But it's not serious abuse.
Drugging a child and suffocating is not serious abuse. Oh, and don't forget, we never saw the police investigation that took place. We never saw that. Sabine's got it. She only wants you to see the last 2 pages so they close it. That's not a cover-up. Why the hell she ain't show any of that? No. The cover-up is the court that none of them could be brave enough to turn up to and fight their case for. That's the cover-up. Come on, guys. Are you really this stupid? So look, guys, if you take the children's video out of the equation, what evidence have you got? Just one piece of evidence. There isn't anything. And they made all these crazy accusations. They released all this crazy stuff online. And then they didn't even have the guts to go to court and live up to these accusations. And all the way through this court case, they are not bothered that cannibals are still eating babies, babies are still being delivered. No, they're only worried about getting custody of the children. This stuff about them being worried about all other kids is not demonstrated in anything they say. All they give a fuck about is their stupid campaign, getting donations and this petition. If they were genuinely concerned, if anyone was genuinely concerned, and I'm not saying you should do this, but if you really believed it, if you really believed this claim's going on, wouldn't you go and find out yourself what's going on? wouldn't you go, do you know what I mean, go knock, ramming his doors down? But the reason why this isn't happening, and thank God this didn't happen, it hasn't been any real harassment, is because deep down, everyone has doubt. And they know it's bullshit. And they fell for this great, extravagant event with witches eating babies, and it was ridiculous. And when it came to actually the leaders of this group who are so confident in their claims, what did they do? They fucked off like cowards. They couldn't even go into court. And that's why they need to be thrown in jail. You can't, this could happen to any of us, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone can throw these fucking ridiculous stories your way, and you're going to have fucktards, these conspiracy people that know they figured out the code. They're going to want you to show your penis in public to prove that you're not lying. This is the kind of fucktardery we're going down. It's obviously completely broken up this so-called truth movement. And I really recommend that you listen to Thomas Sheridan, because I'm going to leave a link to that guy. I'm not saying I agree with everything he says 100%, but he makes some damn fucking good points. And I wish I was brave enough, as brave as Thomas Sheridan, to actually go ahead from day one and say what I really thought. And if anything that I learned from this story was that next time I'm going to go with my gut, and if I say this stinks, it fucking stinks. Anyway, this has been a UK vigilant journalist. Throw that witch in jail! The last thing they do for this hoax campaign is they get the grandparents on to beg that the children go back to their grandparents. And you think that's a great idea. But then she wins the custody battle. That was part B of the custody battle. Like, can't you get it? If the kids go to the grandparents and go back to Russia, what do you think? I mean, what do you think the mum's going to do? She's going to go back to Russia as well, and she's got the kids. It was part of the custody plan. It wasn't anything because they were threatened by a satanic group. Anyway, that's the end of this, because otherwise I'm never going to stop ranting. This has been a UK vigilant journalist.